At 88 years old, Morgan Freeman still commands every room he enters with that calm, powerful voice and timeless presence. While most people his age slow down, Freeman keeps working, traveling, and inspiring millions. But what keeps him so calm, strong, and ageless? Today, we'll uncover the real lifestyle secrets behind Morgan Freeman's long life and unshakable peace of mind. Morgan Freeman's story is not just about fame or success. It's about resilience, balance, and a deep understanding of life itself. For decades, he's been one of Hollywood's most respected voices, both on-screen and off. But behind that legendary calmness lies a man who has faced pain, loss, and health struggles, yet continues to rise stronger with every year that passes. Let's start with one of the biggest reasons for his longevity, his mindset. Morgan Freeman believes peace of mind is more powerful than physical strength. In interviews, he's often said that the key to surviving in this world is not letting chaos live in your head. For him, calmness is not a gift, it's a daily practice. He meditates quietly every morning, reflecting on what truly matters. He spends time in silence, away from the noise of fame. That's where he recharges his mind. Freeman once mentioned that growing up poor in Mississippi taught him discipline early. He learned to appreciate small things, to find joy in simplicity. This attitude became the foundation of his emotional strength. Even today, he says gratitude is the most powerful form of energy a person can carry. Every morning, before doing anything else, he thanks God for another day of life, no matter how small or ordinary it seems. Staying physically active. At nearly 9 decades old, Morgan Freeman is not lifting heavy weights or running marathons, but he refuses to sit still. Physical activity remains part of his routine, but it's all about balance. After a car accident in 2008 left him with nerve damage in his left hand, he had to adapt. Instead of giving up, he shifted to low-impact exercises like walking, gentle stretching, and golf. He once joked that golf is his meditation in motion. But it's more than a joke. It's a form of therapy. Golf helps him stay physically active while keeping his mind sharp and relaxed. He also enjoys long walks on his farm in Mississippi, surrounded by nature. For him, movement is not about burning calories. It's about staying connected to life. A simple, healthy diet. Morgan Freeman's diet is surprisingly simple. He doesn't follow strict fads or celebrity meal plans. Instead, he focuses on moderation. He eats fresh fruits, vegetables, fish, and small portions of lean meat. He has admitted that he's not a fan of fast food or processed snacks. His favorite meals are homemade, comforting, balanced, and portion-controlled. After his car accident, Freeman was diagnosed with fibromyalgia, a condition that causes muscle pain and fatigue. To manage it, he reduced his sugar intake and focused on foods that fight inflammation, like berries, nuts, and green vegetables. He also drinks plenty of water and herbal teas, avoiding sodas and alcohol. In his own words, your body will treat you how you treat it. He's not extreme about food. He believes that eating should bring joy, not stress. So when he enjoys a Southern-style meal, he does it slowly, with gratitude, never guilt. The power of purpose. Perhaps the most inspiring part of Freeman's longevity is his sense of purpose. He didn't get his first major acting break until he was 50. Most people would have given up long before that, but Freeman kept going. That late success gave him a deep appreciation for patience and timing. He says, "The only thing you can control in life is your effort." That philosophy keeps him grounded. Even now, he still takes on projects that inspire him. Documentaries, films, and social causes. He uses his voice to tell stories that matter. For Freeman, purpose is the fuel of youth. It keeps him mentally active, emotionally fulfilled, and spiritually alive. Whether he's narrating a nature documentary or advocating for education, he believes staying useful keeps a person young, stress control, and mental peace. Morgan Freeman's calm voice isn't just a gift. It's a reflection of how he lives his life. Even under pressure, he stays composed. When asked how he deals with stress, Freeman once replied, "I don't fight life, I flow with it." That simple line reveals his secret: acceptance. Instead of resisting problems, he observes them, learns from them, and lets them pass. He's known for his slow, thoughtful speech and gentle tone, which mirrors his inner state. Freeman doesn't rush through conversations or decisions. He takes his time because he believes stress often comes from trying to control too much, too fast. His philosophy is simple. If you can't control something, don't let it control you. Over the years, he has also learned to say no. He doesn't take every movie role or public event that comes his way. Instead, he picks projects that align with his peace of mind and purpose. This selective lifestyle helps him stay focused and mentally balanced. Music is another key part of his relaxation routine. Freeman has a deep love for jazz and blues. When he listens to music, he doesn't just hear it, he feels it. It's a reminder of his roots and a way to connect with his emotions. He once said that music teaches you how to breathe through chaos, and that's how he approaches life, calmly, one breath at a time. In his daily life, he also keeps technology at a distance. He avoids constant scrolling or checking notifications. Instead, he prefers reading or watching nature documentaries. This quiet, screen-free time gives his mind room to rest. To him, peace isn't found in isolation, but in awareness, knowing when to slow down and when to move forward. Spirituality and connection with nature. While Morgan Freeman doesn't speak much about religion, his spirituality runs deep. He believes in a higher power, but also in human goodness. For him, spirituality isn't about rituals. It's about connection to nature, to people, and to purpose. He often spends time on his ranch in Charleston, Mississippi, which he calls his sanctuary. There, he's surrounded by trees, animals, and open land. This environment reminds him of the natural rhythm of life, slow, steady, and balanced. When he's home, he tends to his garden and observes wildlife. These small moments help him stay grounded and humble. One of the most interesting things about Freeman is his love for bees. A few years ago, he turned 124 acres of his ranch into a bee sanctuary to help save declining bee populations. He planted magnolia, clover, and lavender to give them a safe habitat. He doesn't keep the bees for honey or profit. He does it purely to protect nature. When asked why he did it, he simply said, "We're all part of this earth. If one part fails, we all do." That answer shows how deeply he respects the balance of life. He sees nature not as decoration, but as a teacher. Watching bees work in perfect harmony reminds him of the importance of patience and cooperation. This connection with the natural world also influences his outlook on aging. He sees getting older as a natural process, not something to fear. In one interview, he smiled and said, "Growing old is a gift, not a curse." He embraces every wrinkle, every gray hair, as a proof of a life fully lived. This acceptance helps him age gracefully, without the anxiety many people feel about time passing. Lessons from a life well lived. Morgan Freeman's life offers more than just health advice. It's a roadmap for emotional maturity and wisdom. One of his biggest lessons is learning to let go. He says holding on to anger or regret only poisons your peace. Forgiveness, both of others and yourself, is what keeps the heart light. He's also a strong believer in continuous learning. Even in his late 80s, he still reads, explores new ideas, and asks questions. He says curiosity keeps the brain young. Freeman doesn't see himself as someone who knows everything. He sees himself as a lifelong student of life. Another important lesson from his journey is kindness. He treats everyone with respect, whether they're a Hollywood director or a crew member on set. Many who have worked with him say his presence brings calm energy to the entire room. He believes that kindness isn't a weakness, it's strength under control. Freeman also talks about the value of patience. He didn't achieve fame until later in life, but he never saw that as a delay. He saw it as preparation. He once said, "Sometimes things don't happen when you want them to, but exactly when they're supposed to." That mindset helped him stay positive even during hard times. His approach to aging and life can be summed up in one line he once shared: "You don't stop living when you get old, you get old when you stop living." For him, life is not measured in years, but in moments of meaning, helping others, learning, and appreciating beauty in simple things. At 88, Morgan Freeman isn't chasing fame, luxury, or perfection. He's living proof that peace, purpose, and gratitude can keep a person strong far beyond their years. His calmness isn't just his personality, it's his lifestyle. He eats simply, moves often, listens deeply, and gives back to nature. His story reminds us that true youth doesn't come from a cream or a gym routine. It comes from how we think, how we love, and how we handle the challenges life throws at us. Freeman's secret is not magic, it's awareness. He listens to his body, respects time, and never lets negativity live rent-free in his mind. If you enjoyed this story about Morgan Freeman's journey to longevity, make sure to like this video, share it with someone who needs inspiration, and subscribe for more powerful stories of health, wisdom, and purpose. Because sometimes the best secrets to living long are not hidden in medicine, but in the way we live each day.